There is a light buried within you, ancient, sacred, unwavering. It does not flicker. Though the winds of time rage, it does not perish. Though your days grow dark, it is not given to you by others, and so it cannot be taken. It is the divine spark, the essence of being, the fragment of the eternal woven into your mortal frame. Plato once said that learning is nothing but remembering, and this light within you is what he meant. You are not becoming something new. You are remembering who you have always been underneath the noise, underneath the pain, underneath the layers the world placed upon you. There is truth, and that truth is luminous. You were not born broken. You were born with fire, with clarity, with purpose. But over time, you forgot. You became distracted. You listened to the lies. The world whispered that you are small, that you are lost, that you are not enough. And in believing those lies, you built walls around the light until even you could not find it. But it is there. It has always been there waiting, not for the perfect moment, but for your willingness to look, not for certainty, but for courage, to turn inward and see yourself as you are, not as others have named you. The oracle at Delphi said, "Know thyself." And in that knowing, the light begins to glow brighter, not with ego, but with essence, not with pride, but with presence. And when you see it, when you finally see the light you refused for so long, something shifts forever. You no longer chase validation. You no longer fear solitude. You no longer bend to the opinions of those who cannot see their own light, because you have found yours. And in finding it, you find everything. Aristotle said, the soul never thinks without a picture. And so imagine the light within you, not as metaphor, but as flame, as golden thread, as shining sun beneath your ribs. Let it rise, let it stretch, let it burn away every falsehood, every doubt, every inherited shame. Do not wait for permission to see your own brilliance. The gods have already granted it. You need only accept it. You are not a mistake. You are not invisible. You are not unworthy. You are a vessel of divinity, clothed in skin, shaped by time, but born of eternity. Even when you suffer, even when you fail, even when you feel abandoned, the light remains not untouched, but undefeated. And if you listen closely in your darkest hour, you will hear it call to you, not with words, but with knowing, not with noise, but with silence. Epictetus taught that no one is free until they master themselves, and the first mastery is to reclaim your inner light, to stop living by the shadows of others and step fully into the radiance that was always yours. This is not arrogance, this is reverence, this is not selfishness, this is sacred duty, because when you shine, you remind others that they can too. When you live from your light, you illuminate the path for those still stumbling. In darkness, you become a living lighthouse, not by trying to fix everyone, but by simply being what you were made to be. The light does not argue, it does not beg, it does not prove it, just shines, and that is enough. The world needs your fire, not later, not perfect, now. It needs your truth, your beauty, your soul, your divine spark, ignited and alive and real, because the world is starving for the kind of light that only you can offer. And so breathe in and remember, you are not what the world has called you. You are not what your failures say. You are not the sum of your fears. You are the light you have been searching for, the answer. You have been praying for the miracle that someone else is waiting to see. Do not look away. Do not dim it. Do not bury it. Rise into it. Walk as it become. It you are the light. There is a strength within you, older than fear, older than pain, older than the stories you have been told about your limitations. It is the fire of the Stoics, the unyielding power of the soul that chooses how to respond no matter the storm. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that you have power over your mind. Not outside events realize this, and you will find strength, and you must realize this again and again until it becomes the breath in your lungs and the beat in your heart. You must reclaim the throne of your own inner empire. Life will never stop testing you, but it is not the test that defines you. It is your answer the moment you choose courage over despair, the moment you meet chaos with calm, the moment you say quietly, I remain unbroken. That is strength, not the kind that shouts, but the kind that stands. Too many walk this earth, forgetting they were born with divine will. You are not a servant of your moods. You are not a victim of your fate. You are the sculptor of your soul. You are the philosopher, king of your inner world. Epictetus said, "It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them, and that is your power to reframe, to reforge, to respond with wisdom instead of reaction. You are not a puppet pulled by circumstances. You are the stillness within the whirlwind, the eye of the storm. Your strength is not always loud. Sometimes it is silence. Sometimes it is restraint. Sometimes it is the refusal to be moved by provocation, the strength to say no to anger, no to despair, no to the voice in your head that says, give up Socrates, chose death over dishonor. That is strength." Leonidas stood at Thermopylae, not because he thought he would win, but because he would not surrender what mattered most. That is strength. And though you may not face swords or exile, you face temptations, distractions, insults, betrayals, and every time you rise with grace, you live in their spirit. Do not confuse ease with strength. Do not confuse comfort with courage. Real strength is forged in discomfort, refined in fire, shaped in solitude. It is the whisper that says, I will not quit when all else says to fall. It is the presence that says, I know who I am when the world tries to erase you. Your strength is not given. It is chosen every moment, every day. It is not about being fearless. It is about being willing to keep walking when your legs tremble, willing to speak truth when your voice shakes, willing to love again when your heart has been broken. Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit, and strength, too, is a habit forged in daily acts, forged in holding your ground, in doing the difficult thing, in keeping your soul clean. Even when no one watches, you must stop waiting for strength to appear like a gift. It is not a gift. It is a decision. And once made, it grows. It builds upon itself. It compounds until one day you look back and realize you have become the mountain. Others lean on, but first you must believe that strength is already within you, not in the future, not after healing, not after approval. Now in this breath, in this step, in this moment, look within, not with doubt, but with reverence. Look within, not to find perfection, but to find truth. Look within, and you will find the Stoic flame, quiet, enduring. Holy, the world may not notice your silent victories, but the gods do. The cosmos does, your soul does, and that is enough. You do not live for applause. You live to become what you were meant to be, and what you were meant to be is unshakable, unbending, unbreakable. The strength you forgot you had is still there, waiting not to be earned, but to be remembered. You are stronger than your past, stronger than your fears, stronger than every storm that ever tried to drown you. And you prove it, not by shouting, but by standing. So stand again today and keep standing. You are the strength. If you felt inspired by our journey through the Hellenic horizons, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your thoughts below.